Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new vid of Fox Reacts 2. Today we're checking out a brand new food theory about fixing the TikTok failed Pringles mashed potatoes. Why would anyone do this? They're a potato chip. It's not, you know what? Screw it. We got people dumb enough to eat soap. I can't believe I have to bring that up, but forget it. We got people dumb enough to eat soap. Yeah, they're going to turn potato chips into actual potatoes. I don't even just mean these guys. They're testing it out because of TikTok. Let's just hop in and see what these guys do.
Once you pop,
You just can't stop.
Harder to get off anything.
Like
right? Okay,
these,
ready?
like these videos
Okay,
and
ready?
me.
Pop it off. Once you pop.
Oh, come on.
One more time.
Come on.
Once you pop. The
Oh,
mashed potatoes
there you go.
don't stop.
Ow!
I'm so sorry.
Ow. Well, you're okay, Steph. It was just like a aluminum stuff. No worries. I don't know why the intro for Food Theory is the most
Mashed potatoes.
banging, I guess.
They're a thing that
I don't know.
exists. It's a food group.
It's a part of a food group.
Let's start at the beginning, shall we? Hello, Internet. Welcome to Food Theory, where
Oh,
today
yeah.
we're covering my second favorite food and my first favorite way of consuming potato, mashed.
Wait, you don't like
what?
fries better?
No,
Then
better
mashed-
than mashed potato?
Really?
Scalloped?
Scallop.
Au gratin?
Oh,
Au gratin? Really?
Oh, get out of here.
What does that even mean?
Mashed
All-
potato.
More like all grown. Oh.
Really?
Matthew, for some reason, prefers the flake instead of the real potato.
They are real potato. They're just dehydrated potato flakes.
Listen, has a potato ever made this sound? Here, put it right next to your mic. Look at this. This shaking, crinkling.
We're hitting the bag,
sound.
not
feel
the.
it.
No
Attack right
potato
now.
should be making that
We're hitting the
sound.
bag, not the flakes.
Here's the deal, friends.
Come on, guys.
Thanksgiving dinner is the best meal of the year, in my opinion. Turkey, top tier food. Mashed potatoes, second tier food.
Oh, yeah.
Combine them together, best food. It's like the best Dragon Ball Z fusion ever. Or I,
I like
guess
ham
for all you
instead
hip
of
kids,
turkey.
it's like a Steven
Yeah, that's
Universe
right.
gem fusion.
I like ham,
Oh my God.
not
happening.
turkey.
See?
Gem fusion.
I'm up with the relevant times, except that's a show that ended
I was
like
gonna
5
say,
years ago.
That one's been gone a while.
I'm just
Well, unless
getting
you're
caught
talking
up
about
with it, okay?
Putzo, because
Stephanie?
apparently that's getting like a new season or
Takes me some
something.
time to watch
Start
some stuff.
making some amphibia references and then we'll be talking.
I'm on episode 3.
Amphibia.
Thank you very much. That
I do need
also
to watch
just
that.
ended.
That's on my list.
So anyway,
I got a
we're
few
here
shows on my
today
list.
to make some mashed potatoes.
Yes.
Why are we talking about Thanksgiving and mashed potatoes when it's nowhere close to any of that? Well,
I mean, it's
recently
June.
over on TikTok, a monstrosity of a food hack has started to appear, in
why?
which they take Pringles and turn them into mashed potatoes. On the surface,
Show
that
me.
seems like an insane concept, but when you dig down
is.
deeper, it makes some level of sense. Pringles are chips made of dehydrated potato flakes that have been pressed and formed
wait.
back into a chip.
Oh,
Kind of
wait,
like
really?
this sort of stuff that you're getting out of the bag.
Yep.
Oh.
In fact, they add the same first ingredient in both cases. So our little potato flakies, first ingredient
Okay.
is dried potatoes, and then also if you look at Pringles, first ingredient dried potatoes.
Dried
That's
potatoes.
kind of the question here. Is this actually viable the way they show it on the TikTok?
But the instant potato packs, don't they have, well, butter and milk and all of that, and all you gotta do is just put in water? Put it in water?
Is there a better way of doing it? And then, once we've proven all of that, can we do it with other chips? So today
Oh,
we're going to
God.
determine whether or not Pringles' new motto should be, once you pop, the mashed potatoes don't stop.
Come on.
Yikes,
That's
pretty
that's-
bad.
Was it?
All right, let's try this.
Well, not as bad as the mashed potatoes are going to turn out, tell you what.
Heyo!
Ah, up
Bad
top,
potatoes,
TikTok
let's
food
go.
hacks are garbage.
Indeed they are, live action
Yes,
Matt
they
Pat.
are.
Indeed they are. But before we transitioned over to experiment mode in order to start wrecking our stomachs, Steph and I first had to settle one important debate.
Here we go.
Mashed potato. Mashed potato. Isn't that a dance from the 50s?
You do the mashed potato, yes.
You do the what is that?
Oh.
Is it? What's the mashed potato?
You doing a funky chicken?
No. There's a. You do something with your leg too.
I think it's like a
Right. It's kind of a knees out, knees in kind of a.
like a smushing by the potatoes.
You can't
with
see
the
any
heels
of
my
this.
feet.
It's just we're just
What are you
behind a
doing?
counter wiggling.
It's like this.
Work that
It's
core.
like
No
this.
feet on the live stream. Those are nice socks. Where do
on.
you get those? Where are those? The Star Wars socks?
Speaking of my quality socks, we can also speak about my quality merchandise that I'm wearing right now, available right below this video in the description.
It's
Brand new Theorist merchandise.
Well, we got to cut because now he's talking about that. And we're back. From the clothes back to the potatoes. You want to know what potatoes he was talking about? You gotta check out the original video. Link in the description.
Food hack was a spud or a dud. Since I wanted this to be a proper experiment, we needed a control group. So we whipped up some
You could
regular
see
mashed potatoes
food
to see
theory
what our
bones
Pringle
onto the
goo
table.
should taste like. Side note, while doing research for the episode, I came across a bunch of random sites that were claiming that instant mashed potatoes are banned within the European Union, which seemed
Why?
like a wild food myth that's just demonstrably
seriously, why?
false. There are French brands of instant mashed potatoes along with French television commercials advertising them.
Yeah,
Confused,
what
I
the-
started to dig deeper and I was shocked to learn that many brands of American instant mashed potatoes are indeed banned over in Europe,
Oh,
largely because they
American
use a
only.
specific preservative named butylated hydroxyanisole, or BHA. It's used in a
Okay.
lot of packaged foods to help them keep fresh, which is good, but it also tends to cause cancer in lab-tested rats, which is
Oh.
less good, obviously. Scientists haven't proven definitively that it's a human
Okay.
carcinogen, but many anticipate that it's probably not all that good for us. So hey, even if the
I
mashed
mean,
potato
maybe.
Pringles don't taste as good as my favorite flakes, at least they don't cause cancer. Yay! Anyway,
Don't
with the
cause
basic
cancer.
mash
How's
out of
that
the way,
for
it
you?
was time to move on to the TikTok recipe.
here
Originally
we go.
created by Dirkboy 2.0, the steps were pretty easy to follow.
You take a can of Pringles, pop it open, and literally dump it in.
Just like that.
And that's it.
Now that is a
Yep.
recipe that I can get behind. No
Look at that.
mashing, no
Just
stirring, no
stop.
nothing. They just kind of dissolve into a puddly mess with the texture of grits or oatmeal.
Oh.
Don't
What
you
the-
dare put this in the same category as grits.
Porridge,
Grits
perhaps?
are amazing.
Porridge.
Porridge,
Maybe.
perhaps?
Maybe.
I like all those things. Stop that. Stop. I
a
like
thick
hot
soup,
cereal.
maybe a
I'm
bisque.
75 on the inside.
Well,
Maybe
guess what? You're gonna like this too, Steph.
No.
What were you always telling Ollie about trying new foods, Steph? You gotta try new foods because they might taste good.
Thanks, Daniel Tiger.
You gotta try Pringles soaked in boiling water and rehydrated in order to make mashed potatoes because it might taste good.
Matthew.
with an
Can I
open
call
mind,
you
my
that?
friends.
But despite my
Matthew.
best efforts, I was about to learn that there's only so far a positive mental attitude can take you.
We now strain.
Oh,
Oh,
it looks so
no. Oh, no.
thick.
It looks bad.
It looks like baby puke. Do you suffer
Oh.
from MERS?
Mid-episode regret syndrome.
I do on a very frequent basis
Well.
on this channel. I like that it simultaneously drained out a lot of the potatoes into the sink,
Oh.
and yet there's still a huge pool of water on top.
Oh,
This is just so many fails. all
why,
combined.
Matthew?
This is the first episode to make me gag.
Oh no!
Oh no! Don't look directly at it. Really, like avoid eye contact if you can.
Eye contact
You have
wasn't
to
the
make me
only thing
gag.
we had to worry about.
So try me,
The
Matt.
smell. I can withstand a lot of things, friends. I can withstand a lot of things. The smell of this concoction,
Oh,
pretty rough. It's the
I'm an assumed
consistency of
show. It's
applesauce.
it's
And
boiled
the smell
chips.
of rancid flesh.
As you can imagine, if
Ugh.
it looked and smelled as good as this, we were really excited about the prospect of
just
putting it
a
in our
boiled
mouths.
Oh
chip.
boy, I hope you're hungry
Oh,
because we've got some potatoes for you.
It jiggles like pudding or Jello. It is not. It is not
Oh,
what
no.
mashed potatoes should do.
Ew.
You're not implying that
Ew.
TikTok would give me a bad recipe for food, are you?
I mean, TikTok
Oh.
is pretty much the end-all, be-all of factual information.
the texture can always be
That is
adjusted.
just-
Watching this glop down is just the worst.
That is just
We hadn't even
no.
tasted the Pringles mush and we already wanted a palate cleanser. But there was no
Oh.
preventing the inevitable. We had to take a bite for science.
Oh God. Well, Matt, how is it?
I just want to cry.
Ew.
I just want to cry.
It's the texture of snot.
Oh. Oh.
Like, I haven't had snot in my mouth like that many times in my life.
All right, people, stop believing everything
I
on
recognize
TikTok.
the
Look at
texture.
this. These guys are putting their bodies on the line because you people want to
It's like wallpaper
do this
paste.
shit.
It is. It's gluey. It's very gluey. What is
Ugh.
in a Pringle that is so adhesive?
Glad you asked, Steph. While we didn't realize it at the
mean-
time, now that I've gone back and done some research, I can actually explain. Unlike potato chips, which are literally just sliced and fried potatoes, Pringles are less than 50% potato.
Oh,
In fact, they're
how's that
only
for ya?
42% potato.
Oh,
If you
look,
watch
even
videos on
less.
how Pringles are made, or you just check the ingredients list, you'll see that dried potatoes are ground into powder and then combined with oil, water, and a secret mixture of starches to create a paste. That
Oh, there you
paste is
go.
then flattened out like a big old sheet, kind of like a large flat layer of lasagna or cookie dough, where the oval-shaped chips then get cut out. But it's the starches,
That's
specifically
kind of
the
cool.
cornstarch, that's producing the gloppy, snot-like
Here
texture
you
that
go.
we're reacting to here. Cornstarch is used for its thickening properties in foods like gravies, soups, and marinades. But when mixed with water, the resulting gel can be used for like a basic glue. And when you remember
Ew,
that over
ew.
50% of the chip isn't potato, that's likely a lot of starch in that mix,
Oh,
resulting
God.
in a lot of sticky glue.
For science, I'm gonna go back in for one more. Just so I can
Oh,
analyze
no,
something
no,
other than
no.
texture. But let me tell you, taking a bite of this, all you can really
I
focus
may
on
not
is the
eat
texture, 'cause
Pringles
it
ever
sucks.
again.
Mildly Pringly, but not
No,
as
that's a
good as
lie. I
Pringle.
will eat Pringles
Yeah.
again.
It's like
They
wet,
still taste
slightly
good.
salty cardboard. Is the flavor that
Wet
I'm going
cardboard.
with.
It's getting worse actually after I eat it.
Oh, it lingers in your mouth for
Oh.
sure. Just lingers. I want give me
Yeah,
give me a hit of this.
Cleanse the palate.
Oh, so much better. Okay.
Oh. Keeps eating.
So obviously not a success. It didn't taste
Totally,
terrible.
totally.
I mean, it was just gloppy Pringles after all, but it was the
Ugh.
texture that really was unbearable.
It's a
Yeah,
pretty
no
inedible
doubt.
texture. It's actual glue. Like
Yeah.
you could paste things together with this.
Ew.
But in theory, in food theory, we were
Yep,
convinced
there we
that
go.
this should work. Pringles are made of potato, just like instant mashed potatoes are made
Okay.
from potato. Maybe it was just a matter of massaging the recipe a little. So, like a Food
Yeah,
Network star
probably
trying
does need to
desperately
be
to get a
fixed.
second season, we tried to make this recipe work. For this part of our experiment, we
Okay,
tried
what you
3
got?
different chip varieties: the original Pringles, Lay's potato
Nice.
chips, and cheddar flavored Pringles in the event that the
Cheddar-flavored?
added flavor would help. We took the instant mashed potato recipe from the box
yeah,
and
okay.
replaced these dried potato flakes with these dried
excuse me.
potato chips, which we then crushed into tiny little pieces by hand.
Now, Steph, if you want to do some crushing,
Oh, I do.
Get out
oh, I
some-
do.
Get the
get out
mash
some
off.
rage.
Oh, this is satisfying. It's actually great.
This is our ASMR
bad,
channel right
actually.
now. I'm crushing up the Pringles.
No,
We're
we,
gonna make
we
some
don't
mashed
need ASMR theory. Stop that.
It'll be so yummy.
No, Matthew. Stephanie. Stop.
Is your brain tingling right now?
No.
Because your mouth's about to tingle.
Okay,
taste
nope.
of these
Nope,
Pringles.
stop.
We decided it was probably best to leave our ASMR careers behind us and just stick with theories.
Yeah, please.
Oh, snap, you are infuriating.
Right? Get it out.
Oh, I hate doing thumbnail meetings. Oh, I'm so frustrated about all these things in my life.
Why'd you look at me when you said
Crush.
that?
10 years of FNAF. Yeah, FNAF.
Happy playtime.
Hey, Poppy Playtime hasn't done too much to you
I
yet.
still haven't gotten the taste of that tree out of my mouth 2 years later.
You got it down really fast. You did great. That was some like serious aggression. Those chips are gone.
I've ground them into powder with the amount of stress and anxiety
Here,
that
can
I've gotten out.
Nice.
It's time to put the potatoes in.
After that crash course in anger management, it was time to create our new
Oh, yeah.
chip-based
Here we
mashed
go.
potatoes using the Instant Flakes recipe. Now, coming up with a
Alright.
perfect one-to-one substitution was a bit hard to pull off, since if we measured by volume, we were going to have inconsistencies based on how finely we crushed the chips. And doing a substitution
that's
based
the
on weight
downside,
wouldn't
though.
work either, because a lot of the weight of the potato chip is coming from the oil trapped inside of it. So we did some basic
Yep.
guesstimation and adjusted as we went.
Is it still snotty?
It's not snotty. I can't
That
believe
means
it's
it is.
not butter.
Then it was
Ah,
on to the Lay's.
come on.
These are looking rough.
The lady looking rough.
Rough like Ruffles?
Aww.
Ruffle, it's a chip. Get it?
Oh,
Ruffles.
man.
Ruffles.
And finally, the cheddar.
It's like sad, glumpy mac and cheese. Long story short,
Oh. Oh.
I'm not looking forward to this taste test, but we're all done.
Oh.
We're all mixed. Let's throw it in a bowl and shove it down
With
our
the
throats.
You might
splashing.
sense that I was feeling slightly
Ugh,
defeated
makes
by
me
this
wanna
point of the
knock
episode.
back.
Little did I know our taste tests were going to yield some very surprising results.
Ooh.
All right, friends, so our mashed potatoes are done.
What you got,
It's not looking
Matthew?
pretty.
We did our best. We did everything we could.
I feel like
At least
this episode
you
has been such a betrayal
tried.
of my favorite food.
Well, you know what this has made me realize? Is that every single one of these bowls of mashed potatoes is significantly more expensive and requires more steps to make than actual flake potatoes.
That is
Yeah, I
actually
mean,
very
why
true.
would you?
Economizing
Come on.
nothing here. Your time, your money, even the ingredients, like I feel flake potatoes you can get at any grocery store, but
Pretty much.
sometimes like potato chips, the specific kind you want, or Pringles especially, hard to find. This
Expensive.
saves
Yeah, but that's actually
nothing.
true.
No,
Some
actually,
potato chips
for this
just
being branded
can't
as a
get
mashed
anywhere.
potato food life hack, you are hacking nothing.
Right? Life is hacking you.
With that general observation out of the
Life is
way,
hacking
it was
you.
time to
New
power through
meme.
some potato.
You can already tell from a textural standpoint that they are much more similar.
Cheers.
Let's try it.
Okay, here we go. Nope. They are not liking it.
sad.
It's like if the first round was like eating glue, this is like eating glue if it like is half dried.
If you let it sit in your
Ugh.
mouth for too long, your mouth is gonna like stay shut
You know
and
what
will
I-
never open again.
You know what I will say though? The taste is better.
This is
Not
just
even
made
gagging.
me
This
realize
is just sick.
how I guess, like the flavor of Pringles.
I mean, just a continuous.
I don't know. I thought I
comparison
liked
to
Pringles,
glue.
but seeing the flavor of Pringles distilled into this,
Right?
it just has this cardboardy flavor to it
It's not actually that great, honestly.
that doesn't work outside of chip
I
form.
doubt
And
those
I don't
cheese
know
ones are gonna be
why
any
it
better
doesn't
than-
work.
Pause right there, because I do. Remember what we mentioned earlier, Pringles having less than 50% potato in them? So here, I'm just getting a lot more flavor from the additives and oils. It's a fiber and starchy flavor, not an actual potato flavor.
There you
Traditional
go.
potato flakes, by contrast, don't have this issue because they've already been cooked. That process is breaking down a lot of the natural starches that are in the potato, and there isn't additional
And boom.
cornstarch or wheat starch that's been mixed in, resulting in less
Nope.
gluey textures and less nasty flavors, which
Yep.
is something that we were about to
Exactly.
learn with test number 2, the Lay's potato chips.
All right,
Let's
here
eat
we
a
go.
Lay's potato chip in mushy form, shall we? What's better than a potato chip? A mushy potato chip.
You know what? This tastes like potatoes au gratin.
Huh.
This is
Kind of enjoying it.
decent.
Hey, that's actually good to hear.
We did it.
The Lay's potato chips are actually better. There you go. A lot better
It's
than
actually
Pringles.
really good. This is
Gratin potatoes.
legitimately.
Yeah.
This is one of those drier
Right, this
moments
is good.
where I'm shocked. This looks disgusting.
It looks terrible.
Yeah, I remember
Stirring
that
it
dry
over there,
episode.
Stephanie was like, "This is not gonna work. This is absolutely worse than the Pringles."
I
mean, it
this is
does.
my fourth bite of this.
But the
Maybe that's a mistake.
it's salty.
It actually does.
It's potato. More importantly, it's potatoey, and
Yeah.
I think that's what the Pringles are missing is the
Boom.
potato flavor. They taste like cardboard, whereas this tastes like a potato.
See what I tell you?
Okay, how's
Shocking
that for
results. But going back and looking at the science of how these chips are made, it absolutely makes complete sense.
This is actually a success.
This is
It's buttery, it's salty,
This is
it's
a success.
potatoey.
Lay's
This is
mashed
actually
potatoes.
lovely. If you had no potatoes in your house and you for some reason needed a like actual hot served potato dish on your table and you had no other options, this is completely passable.
Lay's
Wow.
would do it.
It works.
Lay's would do it.
Hallelujah! One of them worked.
And finally, round number 3, the
Oh,
cheddar
God, here we
cheese
go.
Pringles. Would a bit of extra flavor powder help them fare better than the originals?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's just try.
The flip.
Huh?
The flavor's better, sort of. Sort of.
You know
Sort
what?
of what?
It tastes like a Cheeto.
You know what?
You know what? I could.
I don't mind this. I'm surprised that you're actually having as strong of a reaction as you do.
The texture is still terrible.
I disagree. The flavor here is garbage.
Oh.
The flavor here, because of the cheddar cheese powder,
Well,
has
well, you know.
actually made it into a palatable food item that I can put in
So-
my stomach.
Here's
So
where
look
we
at that.
may be divided.
Just
This doesn't
don't
work for me as a
use
cheese flavor,
Lay's.
and then I still get
I
a
mean,
lot of
Pringles
okay, so we
original
have
to make
one
mashed potatoes.
definite fail,
Definite fail.
one definite win,
Yeah.
and then one house divided.
This was shockingly intense and
Wow,
also
I mean,
very surprising from a result
congrats, guys.
standpoint.
I know.
was hopeful that one of them would turn out. I did not expect it to be any of these
This
guys.
one.
Wow.
I thought for sure we would make a winner of the Pringles, and
Yeah.
we certainly did not. If you take one
I
thing
mean,
away
technically.
from this episode, TikTok YouTube, whoever, do not use Pringles to make mashed potatoes. It optimizes nothing. You will regret it. That being said,
I mean,
if you
yeah,
want
don't
to
follow
experiment
life
with
hacks.
making
They're
Lay's
not gonna
or
help
flavored
you.
Pringles into mashed potatoes, yeah, there's some validity there. But you know
Oh,
what?
well, you
At
know.
the end of the day,
There you go.
I'm still going to the flake for my Thanksgiving dinner.
But hey, that's just a theory.
A food theory.
Bon appetit.
The flake is so good.
There you go.
They're so good.
And you know what else is so good? This other episode of Food Theory where we tried to make the world's crunchiest
Here we
potato
go.
chip. Let me say,
Oh,
the
yeah,
potatoes...
I remember that. Well, alright, folks. So that's where we're going to end off today's episode. I want y'all to remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Down in the description will be a link to the original video, so remember to support the original creator on all he does, and I'll see all of you folks next time. Peace.